Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a palette bingo with the GlamLite Ice Cream Dream palette. This is the palette you guys voted for on my Instagram stories, and I had it between this and the Odin's Eye and Angelica Nyqvist Hella palette, which were the two palettes requested on my Facebook page. If you didn't know, I do have a Facebook page. And it recently hit 100 likes, so there will be a giveaway over there as well if it's something that you're interested in. Palette bingos make me so nervous. Palette bingo is, sorry, I'm covering the reflective cone, where you randomly generate 4 to 6 shades, depending on the person, from the palette and try to make a cohesive look with it. I am quite nervous. I am not the best at like color combinations, I don't feel like, so who knows what we're going to get. If you watch all of my videos, I did mention in my whole collection project pan that I hoped to film that day after grocery shopping, etc. That didn't happen. It's another day, and so I keep doing my makeup without my eyeshadow in the hopes of doing this palette bingo. So now I've just missed a bunch of eyeshadow wearing days, which is kind of weird. And also I've just been going and doing my grocery shopping and any other errands with a full face of makeup except for eyes. So I'm so glad to actually have time to film this right now. The kids are roughhousing upstairs. The background of my videos are always noisy because my life is noisy and chaotic, and it is what it is. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm like trying to keep going to avoid what's about to happen. I'm going to prime my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. I will zoom you in when we're ready, but first let's randomly generate let's do 4 shades. I feel like a typical eye look for me is 4 or 5 shades. Let's do 4, see where we're at, and then maybe pull in a 5th. Does that sound good? There are 30 shades in here. I have my Pretty Random app here. I selected no re-rolls or like repeat shades. First shade is number 22, which is the shade Honey Lavender. That shade needs to be built up quite a bit and does do better over more of a white base, which I don't have with me right now. So I'm kind of feeling like that shade is going to get a bit lost. 10 is the shade Pecan Praline, which is a shade that I don't even know if I have ever used in this palette. It is kind of like a rosy neutral. Has like some pink and gold shimmer through there, kind of coppery and rosy at the same time. It's a little strange. Already I feel like these two shades don't go together. Mayday, mayday. Okay. 7. Oh, is the shade Salted Caramel. This is not what I was expecting out of this. This is a kind of chunky, dirty gold type of shade, I guess. That formula is not as smooth. Shade number 4, we have 8. Oh my god. Which is Raspberry. I actually really like this shade. I feel like I reach into that quite a bit. You know what? Let's go for the 5th shade. I already feel like it doesn't really go together and I'm already struggling. So shade 17 is Blueberry Cheesecake. you guys. I feel like salted caramel is the outlier here, this like chunky gold, because pecan praline still has some pinky tones and I could have created like a pinky purple look. But then we have that like really chunky, bold gold shade. I'm going to take a picture and pop it up, like the color story a little bit closer, but this is what we are working with. And I'm feeling nervous. Alright, you guys, I've sat here, I've pondered a little bit. Again, here is the color story. I did prime my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer, though I did not set it. The fun part of palette bingo is you have no idea how the look is going to turn out, but it's also kind of the scary part, right? So my brushes are kind of dirty, so don't judge me too harshly. I am going to go in with Honey Lavender as a transition shade. It is a cool toned lavender, obviously. I did not bring a mirror down, so I'm using the mirror that's in the palette, which feels a little strange. I very rarely ever do that. And it's also kind of far away. Okay, I felt like that was too far away, so I got my e.l.f. bronzer palette out. It has a decent sized mirror in here. This shade really doesn't pop unless it's on a completely like white base, and I don't really have something that is white. I do have the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer, which is a bit lighter in tone, but it's just not my favorite formula, and I don't have it down here. I have a bug bite right here, I think. My makeup has been on all day, so don't look too closely at what is happening on my face. I did touch up with a little bit of mattifying powder, but that was it. When my husband gives the green light to go film something, I just run. We are now going to go in with Raspberry, also in the crease and in the outer V. We don't really have anything dark. That's alright. I guess this palette doesn't really go dark. It's more of a like bright and pastel. It's kind of looking like a cotton candy look right now. You guys will have to let me know if you enjoy watching palette bingos. This is only the second one I've done, and it's been like a year and a half since I did my first one because I found it so stressful, but I like watching them, and I like the idea of it like pushing you out of your comfort zone, trying new color pairings. Now, while I'm not really trying new techniques or shapes on my eyes today, I'm not that brave, but I feel like it could be fun, but not when I have somewheres to go. And that was my issue when I was filming for the whole collection project pan, is I needed to go get my groceries after that. I'm bringing the pink to the inner part as well, though we're not really going to be doing a halo eye shape today. Okay, I'm next going to go in with Salted Caramel, and I actually am going to top it with Pecan Praline, hoping to bring more of those rosy tones out. And I do typically like to apply my shimmers with my finger, but I think I'm going to try a brush with Salted Caramel and then use my finger to top on Pecan Praline. I don't know. This is a very glittery shade. You know what? I just prefer my finger with shimmers. Like, look at the difference. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of fallout. I'm going to go in with Salted Caramel. I'm going to Before topping that with pecan praline, I'm going to take blueberry cheesecake and put that on my inner corner and wrapped up to about like 1/3 of my lid. I'm trying to decide what finger to best do that with. And kind of marry the two shades there in the center corner. I do want to take a brush, if I can find what I want, and take blueberry cheesecake. This is like a smudger brush, I guess. What is this? A Royal & Langnickel detailer brush, just to kind of fix up that inner corner and wrap it around my tear duct. Again, still with blueberry cheesecake, the purple shimmer. I'm now going to take this detailer brush and use that to further blend the purple and the gold shade together. I am getting some transfer up into my crease of these shimmers, but I don't really mind, honestly. And I still have pecan praline left. I'm going to top that using my finger onto the gold shade, even though I actually ended up kind of liking how the gold and the purple looked together. It is very glittery what is happening on my eyes right now. I feel like I lost some of the pink, the raspberry shade, so I'm going to go back in with that on this outer bit. And I actually think I'm going to take it out further than I originally had. Because I still want it to be obviously purple and pink. I didn't really want them to be too married together. Need it up higher in my crease as well. I struggle on this eye more, just because of how my brow bone is. And using the same brush, I'm going to go back in with Honey Lavender, put that a little higher in the crease than it was before. I mean, I do feel like it looks a little strange, but that's okay. I'm now going to take Raspberry the Pink on the outer part of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take Pecan Praline and then Salted Caramel on the inner part. Alright, I think I successfully used all of the shades. I actually think I preferred the gold with the purple than this coppery pink with the purple, but it is what it is. Maybe I can top a little bit of Salted Caramel on top again, but with a brush so it's a little lighter, and then I think maybe both will shine through a little bit more. See how that brought back some brightness? Okay, do that again just on the center. I'm much happier with that. I brought two eyeliners. I brought a purple and a pink. And while I think the look is more purple than pink, I think I want to bring in a little bit more pink with the lower lash line again, because it is just kind of peeking out on the outer part. This is ColourPop Boots. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. I didn't realize how much I could possibly use a hot pink eyeliner, and I'm so happy I have that. I'm now going to put mascara on, and I'll zoom you in as close as my camera will allow me to get a closer look at this very strange look. I had a lot of fun doing this. I should do it more and become like less anxious about it. I've been using the AOA Studio Fat Lash Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. I don't love it, but this is what I have open right now. It has a rubber wand, which is not what I typically like. And I didn't realize that this was a tubing mascara until I tried to take it off for the first time. Okay, I think this is as close as I can get with my old camera. This is what the look has turned out to be. Once again, I will just show you what my color story was. I can't believe I got mascara on my nose. That was embarrassing. I am actually very happy with how this look turned out. The look itself isn't out of my comfort zone, but palette bingo is outside of my comfort zone, and this was actually a really fun exercise, like to exercise the creative part of your brain, if you will. And I never would have paired pink, purple, and like a gold and a copper together, so that's what makes this extra fun. I'm going to back up now. Okay, that's better. This is more fun than I thought it was going to have. The last palette bingo I did was with the So Jaded palette, and I had a very dark, intimidating color story. And while I was confused at first, I did have to think on it. Overall, I'm very happy with how this looked, and I'm happy I pushed myself out of my comfort zone with this palette bingo. You'll have to let me know if you want to see one of these again. Maybe I can do the Hella palette, since a lot of you wanted me to do both. Some of you suggested I do them together, which that sounded way too stressful for me. What do you guys think of the look? How would you have paired these shades together? I would love to know. This was fun. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!